shining on the ground. The air is cooler, and I feel like I just started uni. Walking backwards to my van. You're at your window, and I'm tripping every time I think of lying in your attic. I can feel the static. The storm has broken, heavens open.
We caught the Marshrutka, which is a local minibus from Kutaisi to Zugdidi and then from Zugdidi to Mestia. I would definitely recommend getting up earlier to catch the direct bus from Kutaisi to Mestia if possible. We completed one of the most famous multi-day treks in Georgia, from Mestia to Ushguli in the Svaneti region of western Georgia. If you're interested, we have some cost information at the end of the video.
Morning, Abby.
Morning.
Light breakfast.
Not sure how we're going to finish this.
Just keeps coming out.
It's day one today. We're walking from Mestia to Zhabeshi, which is a 16-kilometre walk. We should be going through a few mountain villages, and it should be a relatively easy day, we hope. There was a bit of rain this morning, but the sun is starting to come out, so we're happy. We're about an hour in. Our first impressions are that it's such a beautiful landscape. We've been walking through lush green meadows all morning and looking at the beautiful mountains. We took a small detour to an upper village called Lakiri and met some locals selling drinks and fruit. They were also very interested in John's drone. On day one, we met Andre from Germany and Diego from Spain, who were also doing the 4-day trek, so we decided to hike together for the rest of the trip. Adishi to Iprali is 18 kilometers. So here to here, 18.
Coffee. Yes, please. You want to sit there?
It's day 2. We're going to walk from Zhabeshi to Adishi today. It should be just over 10 kilometers. It's quite a short day, but it's quite uphill at the start, we think. The highest point is going to be 2,480 metres.
Conker shining on the ground. The air is cooler, and I feel like I just started uni. Walking backwards to my van. You're at your window, and I'm tripping every
Hey, Abby.
time I think of.
First hour, Abby, how you doing?
Yeah, it's just been uphill.
Pretty steep, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty steep.
Pretty hot,
Yeah, really hot.
but good fun.
We've got
Incredible views.
maybe 600 metres of climbing still.
Yeah, let's go.
Lying in your attic, I can feel the static. The storm has broken heaven's
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
Open. Send my body out to work, but leave my senses in orbit over southeast London. Wind the window down and pinch me on the shoulder, else I'll be driving off to dream of lying in your attic. I can feel the static. The storm has broken heavens open, so electrifying. Oh, I'm nearly flying. Lost my heart between the sheets of lightning.
So we're about 500 metres from the village where we're staying tonight. It's called Adishi village. Today's been pretty good. It's been just under 11k. Pretty steep in the morning, but it's been very cruisy for the second half.
I've been singing you this song inside a bubble, been sorbing through the streets of Cali. We were always meant to be sorbing together, and I think it's high time we started lying in your attic. I can feel the static. The storm is breaking, windows shaking, so electrifying. Oh, I'm nearly flying. Lost my heart between the sheets of lightning. Lying in.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's day 3. We're walking to Iprali today. I think it's about 18 kilometres. We've got a big river crossing to do. I'm not too sure how it's going to go, but apparently there's a horse that will take you over if you can't get over. I think we should be able to do it. So one of our longest days today.
Cool. High five, Abby.
Made it across. I've got a wet bum. And I lost a flip flop. Or a jandal for
Well, we made it across. Out of the jungle. Well done, Abby. Out of the forest. Give us a high five. Lots of flies.
Nearly at the top. Hey John. So today we walked about 6 kilometres until we got to the river, and then it was quite deep, so we walked further up the river to find the shallow part. It still went up to about here when we were walking through, and I was gripping onto John as we went through, but we were all good.
Well, not all good.
Oh well, I lost one flip-flop or jandal, depending on who's watching. And then we had, because we didn't want to walk back down the river, we had to then bushwhack to find our way to the path, and that probably took like 45 minutes, the detour. And now we've just been walking up the path. It was like 600 metres up, so now we're at the elevation of just 2,700.
Amazing view of the glacier.
Yeah, really cool glacier. That's the Adishi glacier.
And then this is the valley we've come from. And then this is where we're going. Hi guys. Hi. Hello. Cheers, Abby.
Good morning, just having breakfast. We've got 10k to walk this morning, it's not too far, into Ushguli, and we're going to try and get a taxi to Mestia today.
It's an easy day.
Very easy day.
Conker shining on the ground. The air is cooler, and I feel like I just started uni. Walking backwards to my van. You're at your window, and I'm tripping every time I think of lying in your attic. I can feel the static. The storm has broken.
Hello, Abby.
Heavens open.
Nice day.
send my body out to work and leave my senses in orbit over southeast London. Wind the window down and pinch me on the shoulder, else I'll be driving off to dream of lying in your attic. I can feel the static. The storm has broken, heavens open, so electrifying. Oh, I'm nearly flying. Lost my heart between the sheets of lightning. I've been singing you this song inside a bubble, been sorbing through the streets of Cali. We were always meant to be sorbing together, and I think it's high time we started lying in your attic.
So we've just finished our hike from Mestia to Ushguli today. Only took 3 hours for the last bit this morning, and then we caught a taxi back to Mestia. We're just here enjoying a beer to celebrate the end of the hike. So I just wanted to give you a bit of a lowdown on the prices we were paying for some of the things while we're trekking. So our main costs were staying in the guest houses, which ranged from about 50 to 70 lari per person per night, which included dinner, breakfast, and a little bit of bread if you wanted to take it for lunch the next day. So we found that to be really good value. Some of them even gave you wine with dinner as well, which is really nice. There are also shops you can buy snacks and beer from in the villages, most of the villages. The only problem we really had actually for sort of a cost perspective was trying to get back to Mestia. So there seems to be a bit of a sort of racketeering going on with the prices for the taxis. So that seems to be about 200 lari for 3 people in a taxi. That also, they seem to suggest that would go up to 250 if we had 4 people. So you're looking at 60 to 70 per person to get back. The bus doesn't really seem to go very often, maybe once a day, and there's very little information about what time it actually goes. Yes, we did drink just water from the guest houses. We didn't really have any issues with our stomachs or anything like that, so we think it's fine to drink. A lot of it seems to be coming from the rivers in the area.